Welcome back to the show. Today we have the fabulous Christi Proctor Hurst with us. She's a designer, creator, now the voice behind her brand new podcast. She's also the talent and vision behind Moon Rain, which is a lovely brand and store just up the street on Austin
That's
Avenue,
right.
one of my favorite places to visit. You have a gift for making spaces, Christi, and conversations so that you feel warm, creative, full of heart. So I
Oh,
love the fact
that's
that you're
nice.
spending some time with me here today
Yeah,
in the
I was
show.
excited when you said, "Come on, let's talk."
Well, okay, so what excited me was I saw the first podcast. I
Yay.
saw your premiere the other day, and I thought, "Yay, Christy, this is fun." So let's start. What sparked the idea? And how did you know this was the right time to
Oh,
start it?
you're just leading me right there.
There you go.
Um, I have felt like this is something I was supposed to do for a really long time. Um, and I had tried multiple times to get it started, and it just obviously wasn't God's timing. And about a year and a half ago, I'm in the shower, and I'd prayed about this a lot. I'm in the shower, thinking about my day, and all of a sudden, it wasn't an audible voice, but it was clear enough. I heard, "Get out of the wagon."
Get out of the
Yeah,
wagon.
and I'm like, "What?" And then I heard, "I'm not pulling you around anymore. Put your feet to what I told you to do." And I'm like, "Okay." And I knew immediately. I
Yeah.
knew immediately because I've been praying about this and I'd felt it, but I kept saying, "Lord, I'm older now. I'm not relevant anymore. Who wants to, blah blah blah." Well, we know that's a lie.
Yeah.
And we know that's not, and I don't mean a lie of people, I mean a lie of the enemy.
Yeah, right.
And
To
so,
put you down and make you
yeah.
doubt your
Yeah,
your God-given
and
talents.
make me doubt what he told me to do. I
Right.
mean, look at Abraham and Sarah,
Uh-huh.
90s. We're gonna have a baby,
Yeah, right.
So okay.
Yeah.
So about a year ago, I started shooting the first few, and with Damon Crump from Jackalope,
Yeah, I
and
love Damon.
love Damon. And then I hit a lull in between, and then about a month or two ago, it was like, okay, it's time. And so I thought, okay. And so he just basically, like a bird on the edge of the nest, pushed me out. And so
So fly.
there it came.
Yeah. Well, I loved it. And you're such a natural. And I loved in fact, when you would go to the Fort Worth Stock Show
Uh-huh.
and you were always doing Facebook lives and
Yeah.
showing I mean, I watched every one of them. I mean,
Oh,
I'm your
interesting.
biggest fans. I
I
love
love that. Thank
I
you.
love I love that. So was there a gap you felt in the conversation? I mean, was there a niche you felt real compelled to fill in the decorating world, as a creative and a
In
decorator?
in the YouTube.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for the
Yeah, that was the original thought. Of course, my other hesitation for starting was I really want to share my faith too.
yeah.
And so I had just sort of like, okay, what does it look like? What does it look like? What does it look like? Do I do design? Do I do this? Do I do? And basically, what I felt like he told me was just go be yourself and let it flow and then see what happens. And it's really immediately from the beginning, it started out sort of more of a high ranch genre, like the Cutting Horse Show. But as I've gone along, like I've got episodes that are a couple of houses I've done here, and they're not Western.
Right.
And so I thought, you know what? Let's just open the book and do it all at one time and see
Yeah.
what happens. And every one of them has a story, and I'm loving that.
Well, I mean, that is for sure. How did you land on the name and the tone and the feel for your show?
So, obviously, Moon Rain is the name of my brand,
Mm-hmm.
and I love my favorite thing is doing this,
Yeah.
having conversations.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, what's better than a chat? And so I usually, unless I'm on the road, like interviewing at this, because I have interviews out there from the Futurity that I have for just released, and so I'm not standing there or sitting there with my cup of coffee.
Right.
But in my chats, it's laid back with a cup of coffee. And that was one of the things that always struck me on Trading Spaces when I did the show.
Yeah.
I would be in its heyday, I would be in Oklahoma City or somewhere, and I'd get on an elevator and someone would look at me and go, do I know you?
Right.
And I go, did we go to high school together? And it was like, oh, you're the one. I always felt like I could just have a cup of coffee with you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's where that idea came
Well,
from.
that's when I first knew of you was Trading Spaces, and that was on HGTV. How long ago? You want to say how long ago that was?
Yeah. We started, the show started earlier, but I was brought on in 2003 and I was on till 2007. So it's been a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and what a fun format. And that was when I was just really first sort of becoming introduced to HGTV and the whole decorating houses and it was just such a fun show.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of fun doing
It
that?
was the greatest job. And
Yeah.
one of the funny things is you don't realize this when you're not an interior design person or you don't do that for a living, but it seems like every design job, there's always this little dangling participle left at the end. There's always something that needs to be finished.
Yeah.
And on Trading Spaces, if you weren't finished, tough. You're done. So you
Oh.
get it's done. You're done. When the camera calls and the pencil's down, you don't go back and finish anything else. If you don't finish, and then you leave. So you don't have any, like with clients, I still have one more chair that hasn't come in
Well, yeah,
yet, or
yeah.
that
Timing
kind of
on
thing.
upholsterers and everything.
Everything,
Yeah.
as we know.
As
Yeah.
as we know.
So, yeah, it's been the best part was just getting to know the people and then not having the stress of continually having to get things done. I don't know, that may sound weird, but
Yeah, I mean, it was just such a clever show. It was such a clever show, and I know you had a good time
I
doing it.
did.
Um, so what does your planning process look like? Back to the podcast. Um, are you more meticulous or kind of a go with the flow type?
I have never been meticulous, except for maybe with some of my jobs. But I am so shoot from the hip.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the things. I'm that person. I don't know if you watch YouTube much, but that's all I watch. I don't watch hardly any, except from local news.
Yeah,
I don't hardly watch anything else anymore.
right.
And so I look for things that are going to grab me. And I had to really be reeled in by Damon and others like, Christy, you can't go more than 15 minutes. You can't go just starting out. You're going to lose them in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
well, I
Mm-hmm.
love watching the hour and a half, 2 hour ones
Yeah.
because I like to get in the story. But they all reminded me this is not that kind of podcast. It's not an interview with a guy that was in the FBI for 20 years and you're hearing all his stories.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, in fact, I just interviewed somebody recently who's, I've always wondered how Joe Rogan can go 3 hours.
yes.
With this guy, we just barely scratched the surface. So I've already got him booked to come back on and
Yeah.
to talk some more. I could see there have been some people, and I think you and I could go 3 hours pretty
I
easily.
think so.
Are there some topics, though? I know in the very first episode that
Uh-huh.
I saw, you were teasing some of the
Uh-huh.
Shemaine Nugent. I mean,
Yeah.
some folks, some
Yeah.
fun folks
Yeah.
that you're going to have on your
Yeah.
podcast.
So she's agreed to, as of last time we spoke, we haven't shot hers yet, but when she's home, we're going to try to get together and shoot one where she really goes through her killer house.
That was such an interesting story.
Yeah.
I am familiar with
It's a
that
hard
story.
story.
Very hard
And
story.
it's,
Well, you can imagine them living it.
yeah, having to have your house burned
It
to
was
the ground
awful.
with everything in it because it's all contaminated with
Right.
mold,
Yeah.
toxic mold. And
Yeah.
so, and it's so relevant. And people, like, she's one of the biggest voices, but it's like, I had a friend come home from the doctor yesterday that lives in a loft. Oh, well, I tested positive for black mold. And I'm like, you're kidding me. And she goes, now I wondered why I had gained 40 pounds and was lethargic and having migraines. And it can do a number on you. It's like a silent killer.
Mm.
And so, what do you do when maybe you can't afford to move? Maybe,
Right.
how do you take care of yourself and your family? And it's such an epidemic and people don't realize. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to digging in with her.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's really important information.
It is.
I mean, she's researched it. I mean, she's amazing.
lived
I
it.
saw the documentary that
Yeah.
was done on the house. I think it was during the Faith and Family
It
Film
was.
Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Moon Rain for
Okay.
folks that may not be familiar with it. How did you come up with the name and where does this whole brand come from?
So Moon Rain, I'm a horse person.
Right. And this rain is like
It's
a
a
horse
horse
rain,
rain,
not REIN,
not raining like
REIGN,
it's just REIN. Yeah.
REIN.
So I always number one, grew up from the time I could remember wanting a horse. My dad was a preacher. We lived in the parsonages. I never had a horse, never had a place.
Yeah.
So every time we moved, I looked for the families that had horses, and those were the kids I wanted to hang out with. That's where
Yeah.
that's my boyfriend, that kind of thing. And
Is
so,
that where you learned to ride?
yeah,
At
growing up
friends'
a
houses?
little at friends'
Yeah.
houses,
Yeah.
but in my 30s, when I got the job on Trading Spaces and had some extra cash flow, I thought if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. So I bought my first horse and started to really learn how to ride. And a friend showed me reining, and it's spelled just Reining.
Which is a
It's a
sport.
sport, and you run the horse in patterns, and it's all just little tiny motions, foot movements, knee
The
movements,
control is,
all controlled.
yeah, and the horse has to be very well
It's
trained.
a 50-50 deal. So
Sure.
if you've got a well-trained horse and you don't know what you're doing, the horse doesn't know what to do
Right.
because it's just going to do what it thinks because you're giving it the wrong cues.
Mhm.
And so I thought, okay, that sport I'll have to really learn how to ride.
That's amazing.
So I did it.
So you learned to do
I
reining.
did. And so because of that, it moved me forward. I was doing design work and had done the show and had done product design with Guildmaster, which is not a company anymore. I did all their lamps with them, a royalty line. And I thought, I love product design.
Hmm.
And Double D Ranch had stopped making all their bedding, and I loved all their
Yeah,
bedding.
of course, I love their clothes. They're
Yes.
beautiful.
Well,
Yeah.
you can imagine what their bedding line was
Yeah.
like. It was,
Yeah.
and
Fabulous.
yeah, it was, but they could never get their shipping. I'd order for a job and I'd get one piece, and then 6 months later, another piece. And it was just really hard.
Yeah, yeah. Client's not going to be happy with
Yeah,
that.
it was a difficult situation. And
Yeah.
so I thought, I love that. I love velvet. They're not doing it anymore. So I hired their reps and I started manufacturing here. And I had a showroom at Dallas Market for 12 years. And so Moon Rain came from, I always thought it'd be so romantic to go on a moonlit ride, and so my logo is two riderless horses. They're saddled. So the couple's having a little rendezvous on a
Mhm.
blanket under the full moon. So that's what Moon Rain was supposed to be about.
I love that. I love that. Well, so you've always had a strong design sense. So how does Moon Rain allow you then to
How does,
to utilize that?
Wow.
Maybe in new ways.
It was when I first started, it was such a rush because I could do crazy fun things out of the box, which I love, and just come up with new styles and new texture because I'm all about texture and color and all the things. And it gave me a big outlet for that. And I do have clients now that will let me go a little more out of the box than they used to,
Mhm.
but it's a really good creative outlet for me outside of just working for people too.
Hmm. Oh, well, that's neat. So what kind of sets Moon Rain apart from other
Well,
brands?
yeah. So it started with the velvet, the silk blend velvet. The full drop
That's
bedspreads.
so soft.
It is. It really is. It's just almost like a water. It just sort of falls.
Mhm.
And it was that expression of the how do I put it? It's an over the top elegant, but it has a relaxed feel to it,
Yeah.
which is what I like. I
Mhm.
want it to be usable. I don't want something I can't use. Now I do tell people if you want it to last longer, don't sleep under it, but other than that, it's more about just comfortable living and the fact that we can custom anything 9,000 ways to Sunday makes it really
Yeah,
different.
yeah. So much more I want to talk to you about, Christy. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll learn more about your design style
Okay.
and hear a little bit about how you help me. I mean, every day I'm looking at some of Christy's work in my keeping room. So anyway, stay with us. There is more of the show ahead. And speaking of homes, today's show is brought to you by Gather & Co. Kitchens and Bath, where they are transforming houses into homes. Stay with us.
Bubble wasn't here, I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
This is what $500,000 in a duffel bag looks like. Actually not real. That's because it's actually prop money. It looks realistic from a distance, but up close you can see it says for motion picture purposes. Visit propmoney.com today to get your money seen or money shot right with Prop Money Inc.
Studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. us.muc-off.com.
So if you don't know, if you haven't heard, the big thing, Christmas at the Silos is Magnolia's annual Christmas experience. The silo grounds are decorated for the holidays. Guests can take photos with Santa or shop their holiday collections. Tickets are not required to visit the grounds during operating hours. And there are free events with photos like Santa, live music performances, gingerbread houses on the silo stage, and a Christmas book mini library where you just get to sit, read your favorite Christmas books, put them back for the next kids, and then just go on your merry way. Also, the Waco Fire Department is making plans to put the holiday fire engine back into action this year. They're going to be touring around Waco through the weekend before Christmas. So be sure to check out their socials and the City of Waco's website to see when they are bringing holiday cheer to your neighborhood. I'm Elizabeth Riley with Act Locally Waco, and I will see you all next time.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
It's the Restore Clarity Focus Patch, my little secret weapon for staying sharp, focused, and on task. Each box comes with simple instructions inside, so you always know exactly how to apply it. Each patch lasts for 3 days. I love that I can wear it all day.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
But boy, it looked effortless.
Man, watch this.
Layups, floaters, threes. He was like an unsolvable equation.
I was born like this.
His resilience, his strength, his belief, adversity never stood a chance.
Know your power.
We offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at bizchair.com to transform your business.
Experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com. Launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. That's ULIKE.com. You like.
And we are back with Christi Proctor Hurst. And we started out talking about and you've kind of blended your design company, your brand, Moon Rain, with your podcast. So what are some of the themes that you'll be exploring in the coming days?
A lot of some of the designs that I've worked on, I'm going to have tips. I'm going to have, if you're thinking about this, put this, that kind of thing. I'm going to be sharing some of my projects, clients, because
See, I love that because you did show like a chair that you
uh-huh,
found at Laverty's, I think,
uh-huh.
and how it was redone. I love that.
Yeah, and that's the fun part.
Yeah.
People love to see the before and afters, and
Mhm.
then the biggest part of my business is interior design. And so I want to
Right.
share some of the homes I've done and show the fact that just because a designer, like just because I have this high ranch style love, doesn't mean that's all I do, if
Right.
that makes sense.
Well, and I love that aspect. And when you helped me with, I had a couple of chairs I've had for a long time, didn't want to get rid of
Yeah.
them, and recovered them and did a bench seat cover and pillows and what else did we get? Oh, we got ottomans too
Yeah.
that are kind of like
They're leather,
they
hide.
they were hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were hide. Anyway, just love the look, even though I'm not, over the top Western
Uh-huh.
at all. It
Just a
just,
touch.
just a little, just a little
Yeah.
touch. But what I love when you do custom bedding, you'll take like belt buckles, you'll do all
Yes.
kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, I love doing unintended purpose things. I'll never forget in some of my first pillows I designed, I used the big landscape cloth, the big jute, the big open weave.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used that as and made big floppy pillows out of it. And for a long time that was a hot thing. People don't really look for that anymore, but I like doing stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk about trends. So, what do you see as like a coming trend?
Well,
Because I love the velvet, that whole look is
yeah, and
just so
as much as I try to change
inviting
it,
for a bedroom.
it
Yeah.
is. And as much as I've tried to change it over the years and kind of
Mhm.
do other things, that seems to be my best seller
Right.
even throughout the years. It's not really stopped. And so, but trends wise, I'm so excited to see color back.
Ah, okay. So what kind of colors? What are
Well,
we going? I know every year there's a color of the year.
yeah,
One year was kind of like the color of your shirt.
I know that
It
was a
was
great year for
that
me.
magenta. I mean, it was a beautiful Pantene or what is it?
Yeah,
What is it?
Pantone.
Pantone.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Pantone.
yeah,
Color of the year. I always look forward to that.
yeah.
So,
Except for the last couple of years, they've been meh colors.
well,
So, what do
do
you do?
people still kind of, the whole color your world, but, you dress in colors that look good on you. Do
Yeah.
people tend to decorate their homes in colors that
Well,
look good?
when I work with people, I want to see their closet. I want to see what they feel good in because to me it's not really about what the trend is for the season or for the what's on Pinterest or whatever. It's more about what makes you feel good. And like so blues are great for you. Blues are beautiful on you. And so and that, consequently we did blue,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
they were. Yeah, it was kind of almost a Wedgwood
Yeah.
kind of a
Exactly.
tone.
And
Yeah.
so there's cues, and that's one of the things I talk about in the show is there are cues in the personality of whoever you're working with, if you're a designer or if you are trying to do it for yourself, look for those cues within yourself. And those are the things that you can usually go through unless people are just hard on themselves and all they wear is black, you can really get a good feel for what really makes them feel good. And if you can I can't tell you how many people I'll use my best friend as an example. She's full of life, color. She has the big gaudy jewelry. She's just over the top. And when all the farmhouse stuff was happening, she shifted her house, and they're very high ranch style, horse people, worked in the cutting horse industry, the roping industry, all the things. And so their house had a little flair of that in rich colors. Farmhouse happened. She'd went all white with the signs and the black and white, and she was never happy.
I was
She
gonna
was like,
say,
I think I need to buy more stuff because I just can't. And I'm like, Darla, that is not you. And so finally she's let me come in and we've done bright pops of red and orange and some things like that with her stuff so she can pull that back in. Now, what I am seeing, and I've been doing a lot myself lately, is just instead of so much saturation on the walls, I've done more like Benjamin Moore Swiss coffee. I think all of my episodes right now have Benjamin
Swiss
Moore
coffee,
Swiss
so
coffee.
is that
It's a creamy white. It's
okay?
just
So it's not a dark.
no, it's beautiful.
It's
It's a beautiful white.
yeah.
And then taking that, like the first house in one of my first episodes is a kitchen that's all Swiss coffee with blue and white china accents.
Oh yeah.
It's gorgeous.
See, I would. Yeah, I
That
would
was
love
very you with the
Yeah, I was
dishes
gonna
and
say
things.
that would be very me.
Yeah. And then the
Yeah.
other one is Swiss coffee walls and then dark teal cabinets and bright murals on the wall
Yeah.
and on an accent wall. And so it's a good foundation. And I never thought I'd say that, but I like it.
You know, it really having fun with color is something I'm seeing more and more of.
Yay.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So where do you see uh, Moon Rain? Where do you see it headed in the
Oh, that's a
coming
good
years?
question. I still want to, just continue to rock and roll with all the interior design. I still want to keep the bedding, but I want to do more of being out in the public again and doing that. I want to do that some more. I want to be like Anne.
Oh yeah, come on.
And I want to do more of that. I'm actually working on some product design possibilities right now with a company.
Mhm.
And so if that happens, I'll be shouting that to the rooftops. And
Good, yeah.
so I'm looking forward to the next chapter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, your creativity and your entrepreneurship, storytelling, and all this together, podcasting now. uh, what keeps you grounded?
Oh, the Lord God Almighty.
Amen, sister. Keep preaching.
Absolutely. Yeah, after, everybody goes through things. And so I've had up seasons and then I've had some really extreme down seasons, and God's just pulled me right up out of that, and we're just trucking along now.
Yeah, and you said yes when he said, "Get out of the wagon."
Yes, sir.
So how do you stay inspired and fresh?
That's tough because, again, a lot of inspiration comes from the individual. Um, as I'm working with this new company that I hope the deal goes through, I'm having to shift gears again, and I feel like, when you're in one of those old timey trucks and you kind of have to do all the shifting on the column, I'm having to do that again and go back to what would I like to see creatively, and I love watching fashion.
Mhm.
I'm not a fashionista. I have my own taste and I don't want anybody else to tell me how to dress.
Yeah.
But I love watching the trends and watching the fabrics. It's mostly for me about the fabrics.
Mm.
And you can kind of watch fashion and see, like, I'm still seeing animal prints out there.
Yeah.
Whereas I thought they had kind of died down. Well, they're still happening.
Yeah.
Now, some of them are happening with more color and they're not as brown and black, but
Mhm.
like the chairs in my first episode, I did the group of the farmhouse chairs with all the flowers on them.
Yes, I love that. Yeah.
All of those have a green and white cheetah seat. And I
Oh,
bet
yeah.
people miss that because they're looking at all the
The flowers.
patterns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But that's still a big thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So what's bringing you joy now creatively?
Creatively, oh, I'm loving, loving, loving. Right now, I'm in the middle of finishing a huge house, and I'm going to do a whole series on that one, I think, on the podcast because it's a client's house that burned.
Oh
And
gosh.
I'm going to call it Beauty from Ashes.
Mhm.
And we're going to go through the whole journey and I'm having such a beautiful time of um, being inspired by her and her working her way through this emotionally and everything.
traumatic.
It really is.
Yeah.
And so that inspires me. And then she's fun. And so I'm able to do some, like, matter of fact, I almost have to rein her in.
Speaking of raining.
Speaking of raining, and kind of pull her back a little bit because
Yeah.
she'd just be all over. But that really inspires me. It's more about the people.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, you're a people person, and so you certainly gravitate toward that. Um, this is the kind of thing, when you're talking about design. Um, how do you help people work through their budgetary needs when it comes to
That's a
you know,
hard
'cause
one.
it's
Yeah.
I mean, if it needs to be repainted,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
it's all expensive.
It is. There's nothing inexpensive anymore.
Mhm.
That's a hard one. And I have really some wonderful crews now that if I'm not working directly with a builder who has his own team, and say I'm coming in and remodeling just say a kitchen or something or a bathroom, we just have to have hard conversations because a lot of people come into that and they're thinking, well, 20 years ago, that only cost me $2,000 to paint that bedroom.
Man.
And it's not that anymore,
No,
So
no.
we have to have hard conversations, and I have to be careful with the people that I bring in because sometimes sometimes you'll get one that you've had for a while, and the next thing you know, their price just keeps going up and up and up because they know you're not going to go get the price from somebody else. And, oh, I got her here. I'm going to make more money on this job. And
Mhm.
so you have to really watch all of that. But for the most part, I've had a couple that have agreed to budgets, and then halfway through they're like, "Oh, I can't spend any more money,"
Right, and then right.
and then you're stuck.
You're yeah, you're kind of stuck. Well, I know you have a wonderful staff. I know you've talked about people who've been with you a long time
Anna,
in the creating of the bedding and that aspect of your business.
yeah, Anna is my right arm.
Yeah.
She is a beautiful woman. She had just moved here from Mexico, and I was her first job,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't know how to sew a button on. And we had a woman named Peggy Lowry that worked for us at the time, and Peggy'd been doing it for years. And so she was so scared when Anna came in because Anna didn't really speak much English.
Yeah.
And she took her under her wing, and it was funny to watch them talk to each other and make faces at each other and understand each other.
Yeah.
But boy, she really taught her well. And Anna to this day is amazing. She's like an engineer. Like I'll say, I want you to make this, and I think you should make it this way. She'll go, no, Christy, this is better.
Well, there you go.
She's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's still with me.
Yeah. Well, I've loved everything. I presume Anna made it.
Yeah. All the
For me,
pillows for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
for me, just beautiful, beautiful work. And yeah, I mean, I keep thinking of projects. I need to have you come and visit some
got
more,
it.
some more at the house. I see these articles like these trends are out. So what are you seeing now? You mentioned the farmhouses. That's kind of
Yeah.
I bet some people love that.
Yeah.
And
But
if they love
farmhouse
it,
has
then they
shifted.
should.
I think it's shifted to more color too.
Right.
I think the old farmhouse of all the black and white is done.
Right.
But you're seeing more textures and colors coming in. Part of it for a while, farmhouse trended more mid-century modern in the mix. It was kind of an odd mix.
Right.
Yeah. And
Like almost in a little of the industrial kind of
yeah, and
thing
then
thrown in.
boho. Yeah.
Right. So, is that going the mid-century thing kind of
I think
going?
it's slowing down. What
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more of is traditional coming back, which,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's
My,
good.
my furniture's
Yeah.
I keep thinking, I was recommended one time to paint like my dining, and I'm just like, no, the
Yeah.
chalk paint where
Yeah.
people
Oh,
were doing all
no.
that.
Yeah. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
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 I do have some things that I think are fun to paint, but when you have a beautiful piece, it just sometimes it's heartbreaking to think of somebody chalk painting it or anything like that. But I'm seeing
But I do get sucked in, speaking of videos, where they'll take an old, case good piece, whatever it is, a credenza, whatever, and do it. And I thought, oh, that's beautiful. I mean, that's pretty good. That's
it
good.
is,
Yeah.
but I think right now what really lights my fire is, and this sounds really weird coming from me, but like say I don't know if you can picture what an old Hepplewhite secretary would be. It's the old federal looking
Yeah. Oh,
piece, and
I
it's
know.
got the pediment at the top,
Yeah,
or
I know,
then
yeah.
the top may open. Those are really cool if you can find one in good shape that doesn't have a lot of chunks out of it, and paint it high lacquer gloss color, a bright color,
Hmm.
and it just pops in the room. And then you can wallpaper the inside of it and just have a fun piece. And then that way in 10 years, if it's out of style, you just either get rid of it or you paint it again, because those are pieces that people are just dumping at Laverty's and estate
yeah.
sales and things.
Yeah, yeah. People are not wanting. So what is it you're seeing that people should kind of avoid as far as a trend?
Yeah, I don't see. That's a hard one. I'm trying to think. The mid-century modern thing I'm seeing cycle with my clients is it's not as comfortable.
Right.
And they're getting these living rooms, these West Elm mid-mod, sets or
Mhm.
Joybird sofas that are cool looking, look like something out of
Mad Men or something.
Mad Men. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Or what was the one where he talked to his shoe?
Get smart.
Yes. Think about
Okay.
that. Yeah, that era. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
probably the Mad
No,
Men
I'm
era
not
too.
sure that these couches don't.
These are kind of mid-mod too.
Mid-mod too.
But people are finding, like I have a niece in Georgia, and boy, that girl is with it. She's a journalist. She's hip. She's all the things. And her house before the one she has now was all mid-mod, and then she started having kids. And she's like, Christy, order me a big squishy sectional. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing the shift, and she's gone back to traditional shapes, and she's gone back. I'm seeing chintzes and florals coming back,
Really? Oh my goodness.
which I love.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I love color and I love pattern. I
Yes.
mean, all that.
I
all
love that about
yeah,
you.
Yeah, I really do. Oh my gosh. Well, this is so much fun. I like to end these little visits with a questionnaire similar to the one the late great James Lipton did on Inside the Actors Studio.
Yes.
So I will ask you, Christy, what is your favorite word?
I think the last time we chatted, it was serendipity because that's my mother's word, so I can't use that one again. Oh, come on. What's a good word? You put me on the spot. That's a tough one. I keep hearing in my heart like harmonious,
Yeah.
like things that flow
Mhm.
and make people happy but peaceful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's your least favorite word?
Oh, well,
Remember
one
that?
I can say on camera because I have others that I really despise.
Oh, I know. Well, me too.
Um, right now it's no.
I know. I hear that a lot.
I'm sure they say that.
So you mentioned, that people kind of turn you on creatively. What else turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Yeah.
Any of those things?
Spiritually is my big thing right now. I'm just in this process of learning how to really have a friendship with the Lord in my quiet times and stuff in the morning. And it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm in 2 hours and I got to get up and go to work. I don't want to stop. And so I guess I know that's not really the answer, but the word is the word for me right now.
So what turns you off creatively or spiritually or emotionally?
Yeah. Spiritually, obviously, I'm very turned off by judgmentalism or that really there's no relationship, it's only rules.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me. Creative
Legalism. Kind
Yeah,
of thing,
legalism, that's the word.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the word. That is not how Jesus was or is. And for me, creatively, I'm turned off quickly by having to do a project and work around everything else in the room that is probably 40 years out of date, but I got to make it work.
Got to make it work. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
When everything is, I'm not getting rid of that, but I need to recover that.
But I need to recover that. What is your favorite sound?
Oh, birds.
Yeah, yeah. I hear that a lot.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you have
bird
the best
song.
garden,
Yeah,
and
we
I
love
miss
the bird
that.
song. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I miss that.
Yeah. What is your least favorite sound?
Oh, the sound of the nitrous fuel cars going down Franklin Avenue at 2 o'clock
gosh.
in the morning.
Oh my word, yeah. Wow. 'Cause you could sure
It
hear
hurts.
You could you could sure hear it. So you've been a designer, decorator, entrepreneur for a while. What was there a job you would like to try or maybe wanted to
Ooh, yeah.
be? What?
Has nothing to do with design.
Uh-huh.
I want to do cartoon voices.
Oh, you could do that. Oh my gosh.
I would love that.
Yeah. Okay, good. Is there a job that you wouldn't like? No, thanks. I don't.
Oh, I could never work as an accountant. I couldn't do accounting for nothing.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you hire people
Yeah,
to do
that's why I
do
love
that
my
kind of stuff.
CPA. Yeah.
Yeah. One last question. When you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear the Lord tell you, Christy?
Yeah. Good job, little girl. Good
Yeah.
job, my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you obeyed him. You got out of the wagon.
Yeah, I did.
And so, where can folks see your podcast?
Okay. I always have to remember it's at Moonrain, MOONREIN, Chats with Christy. And Christy's like Christy with from Corpus. At Moonrain Chats with Christy. It's on YouTube. And the title of it says Christi Proctor Hurst on it. And I have a couple things out there. I've tried to make sure other things don't pop up. But dig in, and that's where we are. And if you can't find that, just message me on my website, ChristiProctorHurst.com or Moonrain.com. It's the same place. And just email me, and I will move you right where you need to be.
And your shop?
Shop
them
is
where
at
that is.
1520 Austin Avenue, across from where Saronia used to be. I'm not there all the time, so if you want to see me, message me and we'll make an appointment because I'm in and out with jobs and things. So.
And that's good. Keep those cards and letters coming in.
I love that.
As they say, yeah. Christi, you're a delight. Thank
Oh,
you so
thank you.
much
Thanks.
for
I
being with us
appreciate it.
today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Come back again.
Okay.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. That's INTERNXT.com today. Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Whether it's sports, theater, or concert, for the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. Ticket Liquidator. Welcome to Kitbag, the ultimate destination for football fans. Whether you're cheering for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any other top club, for true football passion, think Kitbag. Visit kitbag.com today. That's kitbag.com. Kitbag. Since 2014, we've been creating vegan, clean, and affordable skincare with proven actives and potent botanicals designed to treat your ever-changing skin. Celebrate our first decade of transformation today at facetheory.com/US-EN. Face Theory.
Tasmanian spring water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself, packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid, fermented sea kelp to reduce redness, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle.
The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It is all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic.
There's a picture on the wall. The most means nothing at all, but she means more than I can say. Well, she gave me life, tried to teach me between wrong and right. For that, I had to find my own way. You can take the color from the sunrise, you can take the stars down from the sky. Oh Lord, please don't take her loving heart away. You can take the rivers and the sea, you can take the very air I breathe. Oh Lord, please don't take her loving heart from me. Well, I guess she planted a seed, book of poems she used to read. She had put her soft hand in mine. When I was down, I could hear her say, oh honey, it'll be okay, 'cause I believe in you and you'll turn out just fine. You can take the color from sunrise, you can take stars down from the sky. Oh Lord, please don't take her loving heart away. You can take the rivers and the sea, and you can take the very air I breathe. Oh Lord, please don't take her loving heart from me. I still have that Bible that she read. Now I can realize what it said. Inside was that loving heart of seed. So I guess she did pass it on to me. I meant every word I said as I knelt down beside her bed. You showed me how to care and how to dream. And I began to cry. I knew it was time to say goodbye. I said, Mama, can you hear the angels sing? You can take the color from sunrise. You can take the stars down from the sky. No, Lord, please don't take her loving heart away. You can take the rivers and the sea, and you can take the very air I breathe. No, Lord, please don't take her loving heart from me. Thank you, Lord. You didn't take her loving heart from me.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
With Ease US, make studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US. Accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com. Dive into adventure with scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com.
Everybody at Ecolife really has a passion and a real interest in helping people feel well. How much further can we go to get you feeling even better? It is a complete partnership between the two of us.
A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.
It's called Sweet Rain. Dirty red brick road leads out of this town. Wonder why y'all wanna kick a man while he's down. Well, what she didn't take with her, I guess she sold. You know, this life here not ended, but it sure put on hold. So moving on, all right. Thinking about the drinking, times that I went wrong, dreams I had for the whiskey, y'all, long since dead and gone. From the outside looking in, well, this must seem insane. You know, misery don't like company. Just need someone to blame, and there has to be. Some kind of reason. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord, now. You know this wasn't all in vain. When you've been eating dust this long, How sweet the smell of rain. Stranded at the crossroads, knowing I can't stay. Oh Lord, can you hear me now? Show me the way. 'Cause I can do my best tonight to go where you choose. You know, it's easy to have faith when you got nothing to lose, and there has to be. Oh yeah, now some kind of reason. Oh Lord, now you know this wasn't all in vain. When you've been eating dust this long, how sweet the smell of rain.
Hi y'all, I'm Christi Proctor and I'm with Moon Rain and the Wrangler Network. And one of my favorite things to do on my own is to make light fixtures. I love lamps, I love pendant lights, and I love junkin'. And I love to take things and use them for their unintended purposes. So, perfect example of a very simple how-to project is to make your own light fixture. I buy these kits from an electrical supply house. I go to a professional electrical supply house because they can order pretty much anything. They can even get these vintage looking light bulbs as well. And I found this old, it's a fishing basket. I guess they used to put their fish in it after they caught it, because I don't fish, so I don't know that much about it. But I've seen these in restaurants. But anyway, I took my cord, ran it through, and at the top of the cord, there is a little set screw piece that you put down on the top and just tighten it down. And that's it. Literally, that's all I did. I ran the cord through and put the light bulb in. It's that easy. Yes, you too can do this. You have a cowboy in the house? Well, if you do, you know you're going to have a lot of used cowboy hats. I show reining horses, and so trainers and friends, I collect their old hats. And of course, this one still has a lot of arena dust in it, which I kind of like. But it's black, so I'm thinking, okay, it's black, I want to put a light bulb in it. It might be a little dark. So I bought a can of reflective paint, metallic, sprayed the inside. And you can see I cut the middle out so that I could run the cord in through there as well. But this will help reflect a little bit of the light. It's not going to give you a lot of light, but this would make a great light fixture to put on a nightstand side of your cowboy's side of the bed. You can do straw hats. You can do, gosh, anything. You can. I love straw hats with velvet flowers and roses and things on it. You can trick it out. Straw hat will give you a good option for a lot of light to glow through. See, I mean, seriously, how simple is this? Run it through, put it all the way up. Don't worry about the crease in your hat. You can put that back in. I know some people are really specific about how their hats are creased. This one's been through the ringer. But literally, that is all I did. I'm going to take the set screw, slide it down from the other side, attach it, put the bulb in, and we have a light fixture. It's that easy. Look for anything that might already have a place for the wiring to go. This is an old planter that I found. I think I paid $10 for it. It's meant to go like this. How cool would that be? It's already got the hole on the top for the cord. Put the light through it. That's awesome. You can hang flowers from it. You can hang ribbons. You can decorate it. You can paint it.
You can hang it outside. I wouldn't use these light kits outside in an exposed area, but in a covered area, you could probably do that too. And that's it.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game, poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
Hey Waco, meet your new favorite email. It's called the Waco Buzz, the local newsletter that skips crime and chaos and gets straight to the good stuff. New restaurants, hidden gems, weekend events, and stories that make you proud to call Waco home. It's quick, free, and written by people who love Waco as much as you do. Join thousands of neighbors who already start their mornings with the Waco Buzz at thewacobuzz.com.
During the government shutdown, obviously the markets were trading and mortgages were being closed, bond markets, stock markets, and the government was shut down. Clearly, financial markets and also, CEOs of and the CFOs of large publicly held companies, they had to be getting their economic information somewhere because the markets were still functioning. I'm really interested to see if the market is transitioning into alternative information sources. And if they are, will the Fed have to take note of that? It's just going to be something interesting to watch. Also, what is very important, the birth-death model for businesses, birth-death not as, people dying or being born, birth-death is creation and businesses and businesses going away. That model has been highlighted in the model revised of the day. Details on it, but that's not going to happen until January. But that could have a significant impact on how inflation is calculated that the market is trading on. In November, to net it out, we were really seeing, especially from the Fed minutes that came out from labor data, we were saying that it's not likely that a rate cut would happen in December. And then lo and behold, here we are on the 25th. We're getting some different information coming out. We had some soft ADP numbers on labor come out, which I think is really interesting. We had some soft economic data on retail sales come out, which also is really interesting. And now you're hearing in the media some murmurs and discussions that the Fed is thinking the monetary policy is still too restrictive and we need another rate cut. And that's just because of what we're hearing in the...
Travel with us as we go to Waco for the Dr. Pepper Museum. Yes, that's right. The home of Dr. Pepper is in Waco, Texas. And when you go out there, they have a soda fountain where you can custom make your own drinks and floats. You can also go to the liquid labs that's put on by Keurig Dr. Pepper and find out how they create different flavors. You can even make your own. And there's a huge museum, 3 stories to be exact, where you could find out the history of Dr. Pepper. That's the well that they extracted the water from to make Dr. Pepper. You could stand on top of it. It's terrifying. And on the 3rd floor, so much history around the building, different exhibits that rotate throughout the year. And let me tell you, if you love Dr. Pepper and you're a super fan, this is the best spot to go. They even have an interactive Harry Potter style exhibit. And man, they have a huge gift shop. You can grab drinks and swag and merch. And of course, you could see how they used to bottle all of these up right there on location at the original bottling plant. Address on the screen. Go check them out, the Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco.